Electric revolution in India is no longer the future. It is here, and Kia is bringing their A game to this match. Hello and welcome to DriveSpark. This is Bharadwaj and that is the Kia EV6. And we are here today in Buddh International Circuit to test out this electrifying powerhouse. So let's get straight to it. Before we get on to the driving of the EV6, let me tell you how the design of the car is. As you can see, it has got a very attractive design right from the front and till the rear of the car. It has a notchback design. Let me start from the front. As you can see, Kia has given a newer version of the Tiger Nose grille. They are calling it a digital Tiger Nose grille, which has a little bit of an egg shape to it, and the center stage or the centerpiece of the front fascia is this attractive looking headlamp. And these are LED units completely, and you can see the design of the LED DRL is also very attractive. Coming to the lower of the front fascia, you can see a very aggressive front splitter, which will help in the aerodynamic ability of the car. Speaking of aerodynamics, if you can see on the side profile of the car, you will get a lot of smooth contours all over the car on the side fender and also even to the rear, where the LED tail lamp has created a little bit of an aerodynamic integrated spoiler. Now coming to the side of the EV6, you can see it gets a 19-inch alloy wheels. Now these alloy wheels as well are aerodynamically shaped to move the air away from the wheel, giving it a slippery and a very low drag coefficient. So that is about the side design, and also on the attractive front of the side design you get a flush door handle as well. Now coming to the rear section of the car, as I told you, you can see a huge light bar here, which will also act as a little bit of a spoiler, which will aid in the aerodynamic ability, and you have a split tail lamp which will contour to the car's profile, and you get a charge door here. Yes, this is a charge door which is neatly integrated onto the EV6 rear profile. And finally, if you see the rear profile of the car, it actually goes down and matches to the side skirt, which will create a unified design. So the unified design is the concept of the EV6, and Kia has managed to make this design very well and very attractive. So this is all about the Kia's EV6 design. Now let's speak about the boot. So to access the boot, you have a couple of ways with the button inside, and you also get an electric request sensor here. Once you click on it, it is an electric tailgate. It will open itself and you get exposed to around 480 liters of boot space. Why I'm saying that is Kia is yet to reveal all the specific details related to this car. So my guess is it comes with 480 liters of boot space, which will be adequate enough to suit 5 people who will be seated in this car and their weekend luggage. So this is all about the boot space of the Kia EV6. Now let's sit inside and let's go and show you a couple of features that is there on this car. Now we are sitting inside the EV6. Oops, sorry, it's EV6. So we are sitting inside this power pack house, and you can see the electric car that needs a layout, a simple dash layout that has been given by Kia on this car. Taking the center stage inside this car are the two 12.3-inch curved displays that are integrated with each other. Towards my left is the infotainment system, towards my right is the instrument cluster, both of which are highly customizable. You get Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and 60 plus Kia connected features on this infotainment system, and this infotainment system is similar to the ones that are found on the Kia models. However, this particular infotainment now gets EV based features, where you can find charging stations and other stuff, and also you can see in the home screen what are the charging percentage that is left and other information related to this electric car. And coming right in front of you, you get two features. One is a highly customizable instrument cluster, where you can choose the different layout, what information should be displayed, and it displays a ton of information, including the regeneration braking, what level is it and what mode are you in, and what is the range left. To support this instrument cluster, you also get a head-up display where it is augmented enabled. So if you are using a navigation system, it will show you via augmented reality as to what is the direction that you need to head to. So these are some premium features and technologically advanced features that you find in the EV6. Now speaking about the design, you get this marquetry on the dashboard, which looks very sporty and futuristic, and you get a sustainable material used on the seats, where it is a mix of vegan leather that is there on the seat, and also the steering wheel is also finished in a vegan leather. But for me, the highlight of this interior design is this floating console, what you see here. Actually, you can see there's nothing below here. You get a storage space here with a couple of USB chargers, and the center console here takes up your starter button. You get your dial knob for the gear, and also you get cup holders, you get armrest and wireless charging, and a lot of other amenities that are there here. But however, one thing I felt could have been better is the integration of this panel right here. So this is normally a climate control system, but you can switch between infotainment system as well. However, these are touch sensitive buttons and you have to choose between either of those. While you're driving, it can be a little bit cumbersome and you would need to take your eyes off the road to control this. So sitting in the rear, I'm going to talk something about the front seat again. So what you see here is the headrest that has been contoured towards the driver or towards the co-passenger. Now this is a little funny design. However, when you sit, you will have to recline a little bit more so that your head is in place. So that is one thing I want to talk about. Now let me talk about the rear seat. Rear seat, as you can see, this is being an EV electric vehicle. The floor is a little bit higher because the batteries are placed down below. However, you get a flat floor and there is no tunnel passing through. So 3 people can sit very easily. And this is a very, very huge car. You got a lot of space here. And you can see the seat is set to my height, but you got a lot of knee room, a lot of it, and you get a pretty decent leg room, but because of the floor is a little high up, but even the headroom is a little decent despite being a slope back design. Now this is the rear seat comfort. Now let me talk about little amenities that you get. You get a USB charging port that is placed right here. There's a Type-C port, and you get a magazine holder where you can place the phone that while it's charging. However, you don't see any central mounted AC vents. That's because it is mounted on the pillars right here. You don't get any control, you get just the blower control. You do not get any you do not get to choose any temperature. And to top it off, you get a central armrest that has 2 cup holders which you can slide it down to create a cubby hole where you can place your phone. So this is about the rear seat of the Kia EV6. Now this was a short drive. We'll tell you in detail how the comfort is when we take it for a spin on a long drive sometime in the future. So now we are driving the new Kia EV6 in the Buddh International Circuit. So we have already done quite a few laps, and it's time for me to tell what was the experience, starting with the variant options on offer. So Kia will be bringing the EV6 in 2 variants. That will be the rear wheel drive version and the all wheel drive version that I'm driving here. So the rear wheel drive version will be producing 229 PS and 350 Newton meters of torque. The one what we are driving here, that is the all wheel drive version, which has 2 motors, one at the front and one at the rear, is producing 320 PS of power and around 605 Newton meters of torque. Yes, this car produces over 600 Newton meters of torque. It is that powerful. And when you put it to sport mode, yes, it has got 3 modes, that is eco, normal and sport. Basically it has to do with the driving characteristics, that's the throttle input and the steering and also the braking. So on the sport mode, it is a little bit aggressive on all 3 fronts, and at the eco it is a bit little laid out in the acceleration and also on the braking and also in when it comes to the steering wheel. So that was the driving modes for you, and let's get to the electric bit right here. So that is the regeneration braking. So regeneration braking is offered in 5 levels, level 0 to level 4, level 0 being the no regeneration braking and level 4 being the highest level of regeneration braking, which will offer a single pedal driving. So basically you don't have to put your foot on the brake. If you're able to gauge the distance for the vehicle at the front, you can lift your foot off the brake and let the car brake in for you. With this procedure, you will also be juicing up the battery and getting additional range. So that was the regeneration braking for you. And how you control the regeneration braking right here is through the paddle shifters behind this beautiful looking 2-spoke steering wheel. On the steering wheel itself, if you want to cycle between drive modes, you have a button here. You can switch between different drive modes. And coming to the performance figures, this car tops out at 192 km/h, and we tested that in the Buddh International Circuit at the back straight. We pinned it to the floor on the sport mode, and it achieved with 4 people sitting inside the car quite easily. And coming to the acceleration, Kia claimed 0 to 100 in around 5.5 seconds. Now that was also tested, and it certainly does that number and gives you the kickback that you never ever expected. Let me talk about the NVH levels. This car is really smooth. This being an electric car, it absolutely is quiet around, and that head-up display will also help you in keeping your focus on the road. However, as I told you earlier, if you want to change your climate control, you will have to take the eyes off, because even the head-up display cannot help you over there. So speaking about the charging options and the range of the EV6, Kia claims that the EV6 can travel around 530 kilometers per charge. So we will have to test that out in real world conditions. My guess is around the true range will be somewhere around 400 to 430 kilometers per charge. Now speaking about the charging options, You get several charging options with the EV6. Let me start with the regular charging option. So onboard charger will charge from 0 to 100% in around 32 hours. Now you go to AC fast charging, that will be provided, hopefully, because the international models are provided with the AC fast charging, that will juice up the battery from 0 to 100 in around 8 hours. Now coming to the DC fast charging options that is available, Kia EV6 features one of the fastest DC fast charging that is available in this segment. The Kia EV6 can be charged with a 350 kilowatt DC fast charger, which will juice up the battery from 0 to 80% in under 18 minutes, which will give it a range of around 450. That is the claim range. To say so. And next, coming with the 50 kilowatt DC fast charging, it will charge from 0 to 80% at around 77 minutes, which will juice up the battery with the same range as the DC fast charger, that is the 350 kilowatt. So these are the charging options that is available, and that is the range. So again, we will have to test it in the real world to give you an exact figure. Now coming to the main aspect, that is the steering wheel and the suspension. Steering wheel is well weighted. At low speeds it is quite light. You can maneuver around the city, and at high speeds when we are at the track, it is dart pointing so that it will achieve the apex that you want to take out here in the Buddh International Circuit. And coming to the handling, due to the battery pack laid out on the floor, it has a very low center of gravity, and due to the aerodynamic body, you get very less body roll and a very sharp handling characteristic in the Kia EV6. So the Kia EV6 also comes with a level 2 ADAS. Now the level 2 ADAS system includes a steering assist, brake assist, and also your acceleration assist via adaptive cruise control. Now the assist system that are offered on this car is the lane keep assist, where the car will keep you inside the lane, and it also comes with forward collision warning and safe exit assist. And finally, you get adaptive cruise control as well, among other safety features. This car is also offered with 8 airbags, which will keep the occupants inside this powerhouse safe in all conditions. Lastly, coming to the braking is on point. You get disc brakes on all 4 wheels, and the rubber, that's 235 profile rubber what you get on the Kia EV6, certainly helps you in the braking and also in terms of handling aspect. So this is how the Kia EV6 is to drive. Now let me tell you that this was a very short drive, and we already test drove inside the Buddh International Circuit. We will certainly do a full test review where we take the car to the streets and tell you how is the performance out there in the real world. That was our take on the new Kia EV6. I had a blast driving around the Buddh International Circuit with this powerhouse. So to reiterate, these are some things that I like about the new Kia EV6. It has got a lot of space. Second, it is powerful and it is fast. With 605 Newton meters on tap, it can surely give you a kickback that you would not expect it from the Kia EV6. Third is the design. You can see the new Kia EV6 looks apart certainly from the current crop of EVs. What we think could have been better, certainly the integration of the climate control and the infotainment system panel that's there on the central console could have been better. And second would be the pricing of this Kia EV6. Now this car would be arriving as a completely built up unit. That means higher import taxes, and that translates to a higher price tag. In a price sensitive market as ours, we will have to wait and watch what will be the pricing of this. We are expecting it to be priced somewhere around 35 to 50 lakh depending on the variants. Why I'm saying variants, it will be available in 2 drivetrain options. One will be the rear wheel drive, and what you see here is the all wheel drive option. So that was our take on the new Kia EV6. What did you think about this electric powerhouse? Mention them in the comments below, and do like and share this video, and subscribe to DriveSpark if you haven't done already. This is Bharadwaj signing off. Stay safe and keep electrifying.